Hello and welcome to our Tuesday noon rite. Today is, as I mentioned, Tuesday, and it is our special day for remembering those who have passed. So there will be a moment to do that a little bit later on. And so let's go ahead and begin. It's a beautiful, somewhat chilly day today. We're back into it feels like fall more than spring, but we had a little rain yesterday, so everything has gotten a little moisture, which is welcome, but still, we're kind of afraid we're suddenly going to have another atmospheric river flowing. And while we love those for all the right reasons, it's also certainly was a challenging winter. So anyway, let us go ahead and begin. I'm just going to tag some people. I don't usually do that, but I'm trying to see if I can actually improve my Facebook Live technique a little. Oh, here comes somebody good. All right, let us begin. Divine Isis, goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to our temple, O goddess, dwell in our shrine. Make our hearths your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth. And with thy feathery wings, protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. And I must apologize. I was a little distracted. For some reason, almost every noon rite, we have this wonderful gray squirrel that runs over the branches up there. And I'm, sort of like a puppy. It's like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. So my apologies. I'm just glad to see that we have the squirrels again, but it does distract my attention a little bit. So now let's go ahead and do the noon song. It is noon, time to celebrate the moon, time to celebrate the stars. No matter where they are, it is noon. Let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon. It is noon. It is noon. And with our skylight revealed again, it really does look, you can see the element of the moon in noon with that reflection of the pure white light, that we know that we're strongly at midday. All right, and now it is time, if you have them, to share your 3 words for the day. And from Avi, tick the boxes. Tick the boxes, tick the boxes, tick the boxes. And actually do the tasks that allow you to tick the boxes. Just ticking the boxes won't do any good. We have to actually do the work, something that we often have to be reminded of. So Goddess bless that we are capable and given the tools and the intention and the will to do what we need to do in order to tick off those little boxes, which I must admit is highly satisfying to do when you come to the end of the day and you're able to cross things off or check them off, or however you wish to mark the passage of a task, which hopefully won't have to be repeated right away unless it's one that you very much enjoy. All right. And today, my words are, what are my words? Elevate everything. Elevate everything. Elevate everything. Elevate everything. Really put things up into the divine, raise the issues, raise what needs to be done, and Goddess bless, do it. All right, now it is time to honor the directions. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing. And we honor the south, element of fire with this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let us thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let us go forth, refreshed and renewed, with dedication to preserve and protect all life, for we are all children of Isis, the great mother goddess. And today, being Tuesday, it is our special day to remember those who have passed, both recently, both long ago, both animal or pet or person. And so this is a good moment to bring them up in memory. And I do have a request from Andromeda Wudova. And yesterday, her best cat friend, Raven Little Stewart, passed away forever after prolonged kidney failure. And she writes, "He was my absolute love, and there is a terrible void in my heart after him. He died at the age of 13 years, 4 months, and 14 days. My first instinct in this sadness is to cuddle him, and he's just not here anymore. Rest in peace, my darling, all the time. I will never forget you." So here he is. Very unusual, beautiful, handsome cat. So goddess bless little Raven. And I was thinking of my dear departed friend Scott Cunningham this morning. I have some freesia blooming by my house, and fresh freesia was one of his favorite flowers. It was something that I did bring to him in the hospital toward the end there. And so when the freesia bloom, I always think of him. So goddess bless him and all the work that he did, and for all the people that he reached out to. So goddess bless. And if there are any others to bring up, now is a good time to mention them. I know Abby has experienced many losses, and there are many in her circle recently. Dennis, the wife of Michael, the husband of Michael, who actually runs the theater down there, passed away recently. And of course, I know that Abby is always fondly recalling her wife, Marilyn, too, who passed away a couple of years ago now. So yesterday I was visiting with Victor Antillon, the husband of our priestess Margie Antillon, and it's been 4 months now since we lost her. And of course, just before that, we lost Alma Gunn. So all of these are recent losses, and we cherish them very, very deeply, as well as many others that we've lost over time. And Serena, Celestine, Jamie, so many. So goddess bless them all as we go ahead and sing the dirge. Please feel free to join me if you wish. We will do one verse since we have our little Raven here as one of them. We'll do the middle verse, I think, with Bast rather than Osiris. And Avi is adding Bobby Noel Harrington, our box office lady at the theater. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know that you mentioned that recently, and goddess bless her. May our hearts be soothed and her path be smoothed. Isis embraces thee in peace. Osiris awaits in the underworld. Anubis will guide you to a new destiny. What's beyond is a mystery. May the paths of all those who have gone ahead be smoothed, and may the hearts of those left behind be soothed. I was struck, that this particular statuette of Bast, really, it resembles the cat that we are cherishing today, with that same kind of very angular face and broad set ears. One thing that is not always obvious is that sometimes in statues of Bastet, and you're a little dusty, my dear, this detail on many of them will actually show the feather of Ma'at. And it's a little bit more obvious maybe in this one over here. But see where it is like the feather of Ma'at, which you can see in the image of our winged Ma'at up here. So many, many Egyptian images have little secrets to them, such as that. And of course here, let's take a good look at this wonderful statuette of Bast that was made for us many years ago. Actually, I think this was one that came to us from Karen Tate, who's going to be one of our speakers at Symposium in a couple of weeks too. And but it came to us when she dismantled some of her temple items. We're very happy to have it. And Avi is remembering also her African gray parrot that we will be the final resting place for here at Isis Oasis. And Audrey is also remembering Aries, an almost 9-year-old Great Dane who died unexpectedly. My goddaughter Alia is grieving. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that about Aries. The Great Danes, they don't live very long. They're not a long-lived breed, and they seem so vigorous and so big. You just think they would go on forever. But I remember one from my youth named Clancy. I didn't own Clancy, but he was a Renaissance fair dog, and he too died when he was about 8 or 9. And at that time, they were saying that the big dogs don't always live as long as you would wish them to. So, Goddess bless. And my best wishes to Alia. May her heart be soothed as she grieves for Iris. All right. Is there anything else we should attend to right now? Anyone else to remember or recall? No? I will go on to the reading. Well, we did I Am Optimistic yesterday, so I think today we will go in order for a change and do number 38, I Praise the Goddess and the God. 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 And Lady Lorian writes, so many religions praise only one god, a male deity. In ancient Egypt, there were always goddesses who had their god consort. If you look back to prehistory, you will find that the goddess was the most revered. Without the balance of the female and the male, we're a world out of balance. It is imperative that we include the feminine perspective along with the masculine, the lunar and the solar, in order to reach a better balance in our chaotic universe. Using the perspective of the female, we might not have wars among nations. We might enjoy more ecological sanity and in general have a more loving and nurturing world to live in. I hope that is true, but I look at some, female politicians in the world today, and I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. It's natural for humans to have a concept of a higher power, and if this is so, then why not see that power as at least half feminine? I always say, Lady Lorian writes, that God has had plenty of publicity, and now is the time of the goddess to come forth and take her rightful place as a female deity. The goddess Isis represents all goddesses from all traditions of the past, and we praise her by utilizing her winged image to remind us that there really is a goddess and a god. And the two wings also can represent male and female goddess and god. And Lady Lorian goes on, I wrote a song that went like this. If there is a God, there must be a goddess, for God would have wanted it that way. So remember to praise both the goddess and the God, for surely there is a great deal of wisdom in this concept. All right, and if I keep on going in order, tomorrow is I am humble. All right, is there anything else that we should attend to today? As always, we hope that our prayers for those that we know and love also apply for those who have no one to pray for them. May our love spread to all of those in need, and may our prayers also apply to the many, many, many people that are being lost in incidents of violence, in wars, from diseases that could be prevented if we just made our primary goal health and happiness of all citizens. May that one day be so. Goddess bless it. Is there anything else? All right. Well, as always, we thank our eminent foundress, Lady Lorianne Venier, for all that she established for us to maintain and hopefully expand and continue. And to all of our teachers who have put light upon our path, especially Lady Olivia, Lord Strathluck, so many others that were the forerunners and that we benefit by every day. And to the gracious goddess Isis, we give our thanks and ask your blessings. And to each and every one of us for all that we do, both here and in the world. May our efforts be blessed. May our results be abundant. And may we go forth from this rite refreshed and renewed. I hope you all have a splendid day that's leading forward into a good week, one that's satisfying, filled with accomplishment, and also some restorative rest and peace. May all good things come. Goddess bless.